I think the biggest thing is having a second year in the scheme. We got a lot of new guys, a lot of veteran guys that came in, and just having another year under our belt in the scheme helps us out a lot.
How about for yourself? You've gotten off to a great start. You're leading the league in punt returns by punt return yardage by a pretty wide margin. Do you feel, pretty comfortable in your second year in in the scheme? And does that benefit you individually?
I think like I said, it benefits our whole punt return team, our whole scheme, all special teams. I mean, I do feel comfortable in it. I felt comfortable last year, but I think most guys now feel a little bit more comfortable in what they're being asked to do.
You, uh, you under Heath, he talked a little bit about how the game had to slow down for him as a coach last year in his first year as a coordinator. Have you noticed any difference in the way that he maybe calls a game or approaches it from year one to year two, just in his coaching style?
Most definitely. I'm not going to give out too many tips. If he wants to tell you something, I'm sure he will, but I doubt he will. But definitely from year one to year two, like a lot of guys here last year, it was his first year being a special teams coordinator. So he had to learn some things, and I'm sure he did. And that's going to help him in the future.
Yeah, and then just the last thing for me, to see the organization bring in guys like Taiwan Jones, Tyler Matakevich, who have been proven performers on special teams in their careers in this league, to prioritize bringing in guys like that. It kind of shows that it's more than just lip service to say that special teams is a third of the game. What's it like to know that the organization put such an emphasis on improving in that area and bringing guys like that in?
Yeah, they've definitely made an effort this offseason to make us better on special teams. And that's what Coach McDermott was telling me this offseason and what they're trying to improve. And I think you're able to see it in these first three games, and hopefully we can continue that throughout the season.
Cool. Thank you, Andre.
Yes, Andre, good afternoon. George Radney, Challenger Community News. I hope you're
You
doing
doing,
well.
George?
Yes, indeed. And my question for you is there, it seems like there's lanes are opening up for you a lot easier this year, or you're able to read the field, see the field a lot better with this group of special team unit that you're with. Is that something that just comes because you have veteran guys out there?
No, like I said, I think it's more of just guys knowing what they're being asked to do a little bit more. Guys understanding the scheme a little bit more this year than last year, and working hard during practice and making things right during the game.
Yeah, and I know they're starting to call more. Even last year, they're calling if a guy gets knocked out of bounds, the wingman gets knocked out of bounds. They have to immediately come back on the field. They can't run down the sideline and then jump back onto the field.
Yeah, that rule has been in effect. They can't run out of bounds and try to stay unblocked as long as they can. They have to come back within probably about 15 yards or make an effort of coming back in bounds. But that rule's been in effect.
All right. Do you like some of the changes they've made to the block? They're getting rid of on kickoff, like the wedge block, and some of the new safety rules that they've put in for the special team.
Yeah. There's some good rules that they put into effect for the kickoff and kickoff return game. I hope they don't have it any different. Maybe they'll move the touchback back to the 20-yard line, so it's more advantageous to take it out the end zone, because you hear it on TV all the time. He's taking it out like it's something real special to take it out the end zone on a kickoff. It's crazy now. So hopefully, they may change that. You never know, but the game is definitely safer now.
Yes, indeed. And last but not least, it seems like that happens a lot more in the second half, where I don't know if they mentally get tired or something, where the kick does seem to be shorter later in the game than obviously at the beginning. It seems like it's touchbacks most of the first half, but then it tends to open up the later as the game goes on. It starts to open up for the special teams.
I think, especially here in Buffalo, it kind of depends on where they're kicking it at, because it is windier the majority of the time. But I don't think the kickers get tired at all. From different coaches and different schemes, they try to hang it up and have their coverage team knock us down inside the 20, or try to tackle us inside the 20. So they may be trying to do that. But for the most part, if the kicker has a strong enough leg, they'll kick it out the back of the end zone, or they'll just have a miss hit and leave it in the field of play and give us a chance to return it.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, and good luck this coming Sunday.
Thank you.
Hey, Andre, can you hear me?
Yep.
Hey, I'm Ashley Holder from the NBC station here. Just a quick question. It's kind of about Josh Allen. He obviously was named the AFC Offensive Player of the Month. What are your thoughts on that? And obviously what you've seen from your quarterback so far just in these 3 games?
Yeah, that's a great honor for him. He's been working hard at his craft each and every day, and he's done some good things in the first 3 weeks. So hopefully he can continue to do that. I mean, our offensive line has done a great job, and the receivers have done a great job. The running backs have all helped complement the pass game. So, our offense is clicking right now, and hopefully we can continue that.
All right, thanks.
Hey, Andre, it's Jason Wolf from the Buffalo News, man. Appreciate you taking the time to talk to us.
What's up, Jason?
Curious, since you're a guy who likes to travel as much as you do, what is different about traveling now during the pandemic, and how is the road trip to Miami? How is that different from any other football road trip that you've been on?
Well, we're in a bubble, so you just can't go out. Usually, my parents come to the games, and we go out and get some dinner on Saturday night. But other than that, it's not too much different. We kind of just keep to ourselves now, stay in the hotel. Nobody else is in there but the team. But other than that, it's not too much different than what we're doing at home now.
You got any travel tips, any standbys, things that you've learned from your years on the road, both traveling for road games and for personal travel as well?
Travel tips in what aspect?
Travel
right
tips,
now, you can't travel.
Well, yeah. What translates? What have you? What are some of the old standbys, things that you rely on when you travel that you've been able to carry over into, today with all of the, I guess, rules and regulations and precautions in place?
The biggest thing is that I don't travel now. I just put that on hold. So hopefully once all this COVID stuff is over with, I'll be able to travel the world again. But right now, I'm just putting everything on hold, just like most everybody else.
Good man. Thanks so much, Andre. Good luck Sunday.
Thank you.